do I feel good today? What is up, DTL Universe? Welcome into your daily sports and sports betting brand of record. We are live every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Whoo, and I tell you what, we were getting revved up last night, kind of week one of college football, kind of easing our way into it. More games today than a full slate on Saturday, and a few announcements this morning. But before we get to that, as always, we've got to look to see how we did the day before. We have guys that were great, and we have guys that's got some answering to do. DG sweeps. Raphael sweeps. Charles gets the parlay. Seabass, and I know my man AB is not happy about that late touchdown last night by North Dakota State to not have Colorado cover that 9.5. But hey, at least Deion Sanders said after the game that all the scouts got to see what they came to see. His son throw for over 400 yards because it's all about Deion and his kid. Now, as you guys know, we have a brand new podcast. It drops around 2 p.m. Eastern every single weekday. And I'm telling you right now, we got some of the numbers. We got some of the countries. We're talking Sweden. We're talking Norway. AB, we're talking all over the world are downloading the podcast every single day. It's been a hit through the first couple of weeks. How are you this morning, sir?
Good, Coach. Good morning to you. Good morning to the crew. Good morning, everybody. We're huge in Norway. They love us in Norway. They can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
You know, I'll say this. I was going to make a joke, of why would I start now of expecting Deion Sanders to cover anyone, right? Ha, 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 ha. But I got to give him credit. They tried to cover the spread when they could have just ran the ball and ended the game. So, Deion, you're good in my book, buddy. You tried. I totally get it. No other coach would do it. You did it. It didn't work out, but you know what? You tried. That's all that matters.
He did. He threw 2 bombs with a minute and a half to go.
100%.
He did.
100%. Like, I cannot hate anything on it whatsoever. My man tried for us. I'll give him that.
That is very, very true. By the way, when you guys come in, can you make it a habit to please hit that like button for it? It really helps the show grow. AB, we got some housekeeping to take care of before we bring in the crew. 3 things to announce. So first and foremost, starting next Friday, we will be rebranding the show to Football Fridays. It'll be everything college football, everything NFL football, and we'll slide a little football in there with a U. But that's going to be a lot of fun starting next Friday.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Football with a U.
Secondly, I saw a lot of people in the chat yesterday saying, I can't wait for that Saturday full show. That's not going to happen, but we will have picks for Saturday today, at least 8 a show, but then also a little something for tomorrow. Yes,
we will. You know what? Hey, and full show can count if you like around 60 to 90 seconds. If that's what you're looking for, that's what you're going to get. Me and DG are going to put some stuff together. Again, it's going to be very, very quick, but you will have all of your picks and everything that you need for Saturdays. I assure you on that. But yeah, Coach is right. Very, very short with it.
Yeah, we only have so many people and so much bandwidth to go around. And part of the reason, AB, we're not doing a full Saturday, I just want to tease people a little bit because I am very, very excited today because we have a big announcement coming up on Monday. And to tease that announcement, we told everybody that DTL After Dark before every single NFL primetime game will be Sundays for everybody, Monday and Thursday crew exclusive. That is no longer the case. Every single show will be for everybody, and we'll make that announcement why on Monday. How fired up are you?
I'm very fired up, Coach, and I'll tell you this. This is how fired up I am. All right, you see this right here? You see what it says? The crew? All right, that's how fired up I am. Let's go.
I'm telling you, guys want to be here top of show on Monday for our big announcement. It will not disappoint for everybody. For everybody. Cannot wait for that. AB, this is Howie Schwab's time. He is no longer with us, as everybody knows, but he is with us every single day. The crew play of the day, we're going to college football. What are our selections, sir?
We are. And Howie would be so fired up for college football. 2 games, 4 options, polls in the chat. All right. You go on Florida Atlantic, Michigan State over 45, Florida Atlantic, Michigan State under 45. Are you going to go TCU -9 or Stanford +9? Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. And Nate G, my man in the chat, says, no Saturday show. How are we going to cover FCS? Do not. Well, you'll have everything that you need. Do not concern yourself whatsoever. You think I'm going to leave you hanging on college football?
You never would. Saturdays is your thing. That is your thing. But we got to be smart. We got to be smart, and we're going to be smart. By the way, someone in the chat asked if that was my voice in Madden 24. Yes, it is. And I just got a box yesterday. I don't even know how many's in it, but AB, starting next Thursday, we're going to be giving them away here on the show. Copies of Madden 24, courtesy of your boy for PlayStation and a few for Xbox, depending on how many are in the box they delivered yesterday.
That's amazing. Unbelievable. Yeah. What other show are you going to get a brand new Madden from somebody that's in Madden?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, AB. All right, that's all the housekeeping today. But I tell you what, we had a decent day yesterday, but today's going to be even better. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the picks. It is tradition here on DTL. Whoever has the best day the day before gets the first 15 seconds of the show the next day. So I'm going to the man from Memphis, Tennessee, who swept his board last night. DG, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, crew. It's Friday, baby. I'm feeling good. I swept last night. We're going to sweep the weekend. Listen, I'm excited. It's a long holiday weekend. Who's not excited? Let's get going.
Yeah, that's very true. By the way, Madden 25. I said the wrong game. Sorry, Country Kane. It's Madden 25. It's still Madden. Now, this man, I know when we head into the weekends and all of the leagues. And, Charles, we're going to do something very special for the good people starting next week, where we're going to kind of put out a pick from every league just for you to kind of spread the wealth around. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Coach, crew. Yeah, I'm excited about that opportunity. Also want to send a big shout out to Raphael and DG on their days yesterday. I know for someone like me, it's kind of struggled this week. It's what's great about being a part of this DTL brand. We have other team members that pick us up and carry us across the finish line as well. So truly excited about the new opportunity next week and this weekend as well.
You're damn right. That's why you're a team player like nobody else. By the way, you'll be making your first appearance on DTL, the podcast today. I'm excited about that. Now, also starting next Friday, I've given all my crew homework, and he called me 2 months ago. And he says, Coach, I got to have me some fantasy. I said, we'll figure out a way, and damn it, we've done it. Every Friday on the podcast, your 5 players to watch. Right here on Football Friday, we'll have a fantasy section just for my man who has the best beard in the game. Soupy, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. This is my favorite time of year, college football, because I'm sure after everybody watched Colorado, North Dakota State, you tuned right in to watch San Jose State score 21 points in the fourth quarter to secure the over 62. We cash tickets. That's all we do on college football.
Is there anything better than the late fourth quarter rush to get to the over? Nothing. That's the best. Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights. This year, there's going to be games Tuesdays, Wednesday, the entire season. There probably won't be a night there's not football until what, like Christmas? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's going to be all over the place, and we'll have picks every single day. So we'll get to our college football picks, but we got to get a bit of soccer out of the way because it's day soccer here in the States. And Charles, you got the support of the chat. You got the support of the crew. Let's just do your soccer plays first, sir. Let's start right there.
Match day 3 of Serie A begins today, and we have the defending league champs Inter Milan. They host the reigning Europa League champions Atalanta at the San Siro. Most would figure when these two teams get together, we'll see goals, which they have scored 3 or more in 4 straight. So play 1, I'm going to go with the both teams to score in over 2.5 that is actually cashed in 2 straight Inter Milan's patch. Play 2 is going to be Atalanta over 3.5 corners. They've produced 4 or more in 8 of their last 10. Once again, this is going to be Serie A, Inter Milan, Atalanta at 2:45 p.m. Eastern.
A little Serie A. And AB, when I hear I think about, do you see that horrible luck by the tennis bettor last night who bet on Alcaraz at minus 25,000? to win his match. It would have won $250. He bet 10 grand. He would have won 250, and he lost. He lost.
Kids, let me tell you this. Be careful when you're laundering money. All right? Just be careful doing that because there's no other reason in the world that anybody would be betting that.
It's crazy, right?
It's dumb.
Can't believe he lost. Can't believe he lost. And at that
price, too. Got swept.
Yep. Oh, horrible. Yeah, Big Brett, 25,000. No, I saw 10,000. Regardless, he would have won 250 is what it was. So regardless, he's hurting today. I can promise you that. Now, we know that we've got partners out there. There's always favorites here on the show, and we know that Big Cheesy and DG have a little something going, and Big Cheesy loves DG's first quarter play. So you swept the board yesterday. You said you're going to sweep it this weekend, which starts right here, right now. You're up.
Let's go for the bottom up, going back to that Oklahoma game, because that is the game tonight. So make sure you go ahead and put this in. Don't wait for Saturday because they play tonight. Oklahoma going against a Temple team, and they suck. We want to go ahead and start off early. I don't want to be watching the fourth quarter for maybe a spread that doesn't get covered because of a late touchdown like last night, like AB. But Oklahoma ranked second in first quarter points last year. I expect them to get 2 touchdowns here in the first. We're going to go with Oklahoma over 13.5 first quarter points at -115. Then we're going to go to Virginia Tech going against the Commodores of Vanderbilt. Tech -13.5 at -110. They returned 11 on offense of the starters. They returned 10 defensive starters last year. This team is much better. I expect them to make a run at the ACC championship this year. And Vandy, yeah, they suck. They were 2-10 last year against the spread. I don't expect them to be any better this year. Then we're going to go to my Florida Gators. A little biased in this pick. I just think they are a better team than what they look like. I think the reason that everybody is downplaying the Florida Gators this year is because simply they have the toughest schedule in college football. But at +3, I got this at -115 over on Fanatics. They have the 6th best transfer portal rankings, and they've returned 8 on the offensive ball, 6 on the defensive side. I think they're much better. And then the Cam Ward, who is the QB for Miami, dude, is turnover prone. I expect them to get maybe a fumble, maybe a scoop and score, maybe a late interception down in the swamp. And baby, we're going to go money line on the Gators. I can't wait. It's going to be football Saturday. I'm excited.
All right. Well, you just kind of contradicted yourself. You said money line, but yeah, you have Florida +3.
Listen,
which is it?
I like +3. It's the smarter play. But my bias, coach, we're in the swamp. It's going to go money line as well.
Do you know who else is in the swamp this weekend? A member of our crew. The Z-Man is taking his brand new ESPN college radio show on the road. First stop, Miami and Florida in Gainesville. He'll be back on the show Monday to tell us all about it. Now, leave it to DG and Soupy to even on the first full weekend of college football. You just said, Cam Ward, he's going to throw interceptions all over the field. But then we go right down to Soupy's plays. And Soupy believes that Cam Ward will have a good day. You're up, Soupy.
25 touchdowns compared to 7 interceptions. I don't like 7 interceptions, but it's not as bad as DG's playing it out. He had 24 big-time throws last season. Those are completions of 20 yards or more, so he can sling the ball down the field. It's going to be great for this Miami offense. And Florida, yes, they had the 6th best transfer portal because that secondary was terrible last year. 89th in passing yards allowed per game, 123rd in passing yards allowed per completion. The Hurricanes have a great offensive line. I think it's going to help Cam Ward a lot. 259 passing yards today at -120. And I actually think they are going to cover this game at -2.5 because I still don't like their offensive line. They give up a lot of sacks and they do not run block at all. They were one of the worst at rushing yards per game last year. So I actually think Miami's going to cover. That is my live play for today. But let me give you an official play. UNLV Houston. UNLV has 3 listed quarterbacks right now. Malik Williams, Matthew Sluka, and Cameron Friel. We have no idea who's going to play. But in Brennan Marion's go-go offense that he had for Texas last year, you saw what they did with Quentin Ewers and Jonathan Brooks and those guys and Xavier Worthy. They were able to push the ball. They're going to be able to do that against Houston, who last year was 103rd in points allowed, and UNLV 90th in points allowed. Donovan Smith, another great dual threat quarterback. He can run the ball. He'll be able to throw the ball. Over 54.5 in that game.
A lot of good information there, Soupy. Very proud of you for digging deep today. I got a little distracted, and I apologize. AB, we got a little situation we got to deal with here.
Dissension in the ranks. What do we got?
Well, it's not dissension in our ranks. It's just, we've got new people, and DG's been on the show for several months, but maybe doesn't quite understand how a proper showdown against a crew person actually goes. And he's going into business for himself with no parameters about what we have going on. So I think we should handle it right now, AB. What do you think?
I agree. I follow and stand beside you. Go.
Thank you, AB. Because what happens is they throw out, what are you going to do? 50, 100, 200? That's not how showdowns are done at DTL. They are straight $50. We Venmo. You don't pay, you don't get to be in a showdown ever again. Starting next week, our charity of choice will be Sabe's Wings. We will have a QR code. So you don't get to keep the showdown money. No. You get to give it to charity and then chirp, chirp, chirp when you beat that other person. So DGAB just accepted a showdown with Aaron Bailey in the chat and then just threw out random numbers. It's $50 for every single showdown that we do. Is that clear, DG? Are we clear?
Yes, that's on me. I apologize. Rookie mistake. That's my bad.
That's okay. So, Aaron, all we need you to do is say, book it into the chat, and that's how we're going to make these things official when it's crew against crew. So, DG and Aaron. Now, last week we had a showdown between Soupy and DG, and I know that DG is still playing a little bit of credit because he owes that money to the charity, and we will take care of that behind the scenes. Soupy, you're still talking trash on that one, or we moved on?
After my picks on Tuesday, I think I'm done. Karma did kick me in the rear end.
Probably smart on your own. I like that. All right. I apologize for the delay. We just had to handle that right in front of everybody. Full transparency. Now, before I get to AB, who's been rocking it, and by the way, a lot of you out there are trying to start your own shows. AB, I watched your entire How to Build a Brand last night, and I was completely intrigued. I'll be honest with you. So you had a really good audience. If people want to start their own shows, I encourage you to go watch that at your own YouTube page. It's still up there, right, AB?
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that, Coach. And I'll tell you what, if you guys don't mind, real quick, for all the AB3 folks out there, it'll be really fast. Producer man, can you throw us back on the 5 screen here? Because I just want to test something, not only for brands, all right? I'll be real quick, but because the no-fly zone is 6 days away, all right? I just had to make sure that, okay, all right, we got our branding correct. We're looking good. Got the white, got the red. Okay, good. All right. Just had to make sure that we had our sizing set up all right. Back to you. I appreciate you
watching. Levels to this game. All right, Charles, you've been sitting over there all quiet while I mess around with all the kids at the table. Let's come back over to you. You did your homework. 2 college football plays. Give them to me.
Boise State minus 13. The Broncos, they entered this game going 8-0 in their last 8 versus the Sun Belt Conference and are 5-2 in the past week 1 games, while Georgia Southern are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 coming into this event. I just see Boise State rolling 14-plus point winner. Next up, UTSA minus 25. The Roadrunners, they're dominant at home, winning 11 of 12 and covering 7 of the last 10 in week 1 games. And I have a stay on your toes live play, Western Michigan plus 24 against Wisconsin.
And when are all those games being played, Charles?
We're going to have Boise and UTSA on Saturday, and the Western Michigan is tonight.
Very, very good. Thank you very much. By the way, yes, Aaron, it used to be $100. I made the executive change to $50, so we didn't gouge anybody this year. So it's $50. Yes, it used to be $100 in another lifetime in a different universe, not the DTL universe. All right, Charles is gone. Soupy has gone. DG has gone. So, AB, college football is your bread and butter. I see 3 big plays. You are up, sir.
All for tonight. First, we're going to start with that lauded Temple, Oklahoma game. Oklahoma, a small 42-point favorite here tonight. But we're going to play the second half over 23.5, and that includes both teams. Now, I don't expect Temple to be scoring a ton, but generally in the second half is when these teams, when they're down by 41 points, they usually sneak in a touchdown or two, right? Oklahoma is also going to score a ton of points in the second half. Take the second half over 23.5. The money is sitting right there for you. Next, we are going to jump over to, should we play? Yes, Elon. Have you ever heard of Elon? All right, it's in North Carolina. It's a small private school. Very nice. Very good baseball team. Their football team is not bad. Now, they're facing Duke tonight. They're 25-point underdogs, somewhere around there. We're taking them to score more than 1.5 touchdowns in this game. That's it. Over 1.5. They'll score over 1.5 touchdowns. Elon's a better team than people think, and I like Duke. Duke is one of the best, or let me say, most well-coached teams in terms of fundamentals. They are excellent. However, Elon's going to score 2 touchdowns in this game, so take them for that one. And Mark says the weather not looking too good in Oklahoma. You know what? I'll take that. I don't even care. Let it rip. Now, our third one, and producer man, if you could throw it back on the screen with the picks, because I want everyone to see this one. TCU tonight against Stanford, okay? Now, they're 9-point favorites, but we're going to take TCU first half, -5.5, because does everyone remember what happened to TCU last year in game 1 of the season? Remember, they played a team called Colorado, all right? And that was Deion Sanders. You remember Deion Sanders? This entire thing started because of an upset win over TCU. TCU is going to come out in game 1 and just lay the hammer down on Stanford. That is not happening again. So give me TCU first half, -5.5.
Remind me, where the hell did Stanford end up? Where did they land? What conference are they in now? I can't even remember.
Big 10, I think.
Are they in the Big 10 with USC?
Or did they go to 12?
Yeah, Big 12.
Big 12. Oh my God!
Yeah, nothing says Palo Alto like Kansas.
I always think about the other teams like volleyball, softball, baseball.
Oh, ACC.
Yeah, there's
even
ACC.
more.
Oh,
The
that,
Atlantic, yeah. When I think of Stanford, California, I think of the Atlantic Ocean. That's what I think.
California's in the ACC as well with them.
oh, that classic rivalry with Clemson. Oh, Virginia Tech. Oh, I can't wait for those matchups. Stupid. By the way, Charles, you made our man Texas Joel very happy. Apparently, he went to UTSA. He's in the chat right now. He says, let's go.
Roadrunner up.
Roadrunner
by
up.
the way, yeah. And Austin says, did Big Chuck, I'm going to start calling you that. Did Big Chuck just say rolling? All I hear is Limp Biscuit in my head. You know who Limp Biscuit is, Charles?
Fred Durst.
My apologies. My apologies. You guys all know WrestleMania 19. I was standing right next to him when he did his rehearsals and played The Undertaker in live that day. And then you guys also know I was in the room when he went fisticuffs with Creed and Scott Stapp. Your boy was there. It wasn't pretty.
Who won that fight?
Nobody.
Right.
Nobody. Oh my gosh. It's 2 5'6" dudes who thought they were bigger than.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I guess.
What is going on
What
here
is
today?
happening? Is this our takeover moment, boys?
Oh yeah, this is what we needed to do. We finally are taking over the show. It is us here at the DTL crew. We lost our code.
Well,
everybody get kicked
seconds
out.
to try to bogart us. AB, literally, I came back in and Soupy's bragging about hosting the show. He's not even the backup host.
Well,
TG,
all right.
what the hell is going on?
Here's the problem. All right, so we got two things we got to deal with. Number one, we will never say the name of the front man of that band ever again because apparently it's like the Bell Witch. All right, and number two, all right, here's the problem. When you're a minor league baseball player and you get called up to the majors, if you have one at bat or play the field for one out, you will be paid a major league minimum salary for the rest of your life, even if you get sent down to the minors for the rest of your career. Soupy is now in that category somehow because he now has hosting right there on his resume. So I guess, hey, Big Chuck, you're going to have to scoot over in the green room, man. We're going to have to get some more egg McMuffins.
Texas Joel says stuff like that makes the show amazing and great. You're damn right it does. If we didn't have our announcement coming up on Monday, I almost would love to give the reins for one show to Soupy just to see what would happen.
Does it have to be live?
What's that?
I said, does it have to be live? I'm kidding. He'd do great. You know what? I believe in him. I believe in him a whole lot more than the name that we will never mention again from that band from the 90s.
Austin says, I blame me for that. Sorry, guys. That was one of the funniest moments in the history of the show. Right there. Oh,
Randall said the Undertaker was going to pop in.
Can you imagine? Dong.
Hey, Coach, what you didn't see is like you left and AB starts hosting real quick, and then he left within like 2 or 3 seconds. It was just us three just sitting here, not sure what to do.
And that's when they came with the fight or flight mentality of it's my time.
Wow, apparently so. I'm keeping my eye on you, Soupy. That did not take you long enough. You didn't even blink an eye. He didn't even like. No,
sorry,
go.
DG doesn't have those quick instincts to know that it's his turn. No. I had to come off the bench. Off the bench.
Wow. DG.
He's Scottie Pippen right now. We need it. He needed to come in. He's like, nope, I didn't want to come in.
No. He stayed on the bench.
Yeah.
He put in Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Wow. Eclipse says cold-blooded. Austin says, by God. I've never done a good JR impression, ever.
It's hard.
It is.
It is. I can't do it either, and I can do impressions pretty well. I can't do his at all. Like
He's got a family. He's got a family. Oh my God, he's got a family. He used to grab. True story. When I would talk and he didn't want me to talk, when I was sitting next to him calling Monday Night Raw, he would grab my arm and squeeze as hard as he could until I shut up. That's a true story. He hated when you stepped on his entrances or for something went wrong, and I thought I was now the host of the show. It happens all over the place. Right, Soupy? All right. All the nonsense is done. And coincidence? I don't think so. That we have a big-time signing on the West Coast yesterday, and it just happens to be the division we are talking about today. It is now time for the 24 days continuation to the NFL. Producer. Christian says, this show is great. You're damn right we're great, Christian. Thank you for being here. Now, we are smack dab in the middle or towards the end of 24 days. We've got, after today, 4 more days. We end next Thursday with the AFC West. Today, gentlemen, we're going to the NFC West. And AB, we had big-time breaking news yesterday because apparently Brandon Ayuk is worth $30 million per on average. 4 years, $130, $76 million in guarantees. Before we get to who's going to win the division, what are your thoughts on him now being in that realm and that much money?
Smart. Stay with a good team and make a ton of money doing it. Look, a lot of this is positioning. A lot of it is jockeying with agents and whatnot. But smart move. Stay there. You're in great hands with Kyle Shanahan and the gang. Yeah, I thought it was a good move, man. Get the thing done, make some money, and be happy because you could make a lot of money, buddy. You could take a whole lot of hits for a team winning 6 games, and that ain't fun. I don't care how rich you are. That ain't fun, man.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of real quick, Soupy. I know you're a fantasy guy. There's been a lot of fantasy drafts already before this season, and now he signs. Were a lot of people drafting him before? Can they still get him? What's the thought there?
Definitely his ADP dropped a lot when people didn't know if he was going to go. There was rumors he was going to the Commanders, the Steelers. There was a trade in for the Browns. Now we're hearing that Denver offered a third round for him, but there was a lot of rumors of they didn't know where he was going to go. So necessarily his ADP dropped, but now it should be in a good place. I would say try to get him in the mid rounds.
All right, try to give him in the mid rounds. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, AB, coming right back to you, because what we're doing with these divisions are picking a division winner and also the most important player in your minds for the division. So who do you think wins this year, the NFC West?
Stay right there. Palo Alto. All right, no, we're going to stay in San Francisco 49ers. All right, they're going to win this division. This division is set for them, right? I mean, I don't believe in the Rams. The Seahawks, we'll see. I actually think the Cardinals are going to be better than people give them credit for this year, but the 49ers are going to win the NFC West. Now, minus 195, good Lord. All right, let's not go Alcaraz bets here or Alcatraz, which is located pretty damn close over there. But, yeah, man, San Francisco, they're too good.
All right, so AB, who's got his back? Let's go to that. Charles, you also think San Francisco gets the job done?
Yeah, 49ers to win the West, minus 195. I'm not a fan of laying this number, especially with the track record of teams losing the Super Bowl. But just based off the division, I mean, you really just Seahawks, Rams, they're supposed to have a little bit of a threat as well, but you just really have to ride with San Fran to win their third straight under Shanahan.
All right. TJ says, so you can drink on the show? No, producer man killed me on that one. I drank under a graphic, to be clear. Producer man, me and you are going to talk. All right. Now, also.
Producer man gave you a receipt.
Yeah, apparently so. I blame him for that, and then he just kills me. I did exactly what I preached, and he destroyed me. All right. Just play. Soupy, coming over to you. You also believe 49ers, even though it's very juicy, sometimes the juice
is worth the squeeze. They're just the better overall team. I think Seattle will be better with that offense, getting Ryan Grubb as their offensive coordinator. I like that. And then I think Kyler Murray's a full season back in Arizona. I think they'll be better. I think Los Angeles is going to take a step down, but the 49ers are just the better team, better on offense, better on defense, more balanced team. They're going to contend for that NFC championship this year.
All right, so 3 for the 49ers, but then Big Cheesy says Seahawks to win the West, DG. What the? Wow. Let's hear this take. DG, let's hear this take.
Everybody likes to be on an island. You got your toes in the sand. You're feeling good. That's where I am today. I'm on the Seahawks island. Yes, I think the 49ers are the much better team. There's zero chance I am drinking the minus 195 juice. There's no severance in that pay. But I will say that we have a chance. If there are some injuries in 49er land, you have a Geno Smith quarterback who is very good. I think he's not bad. He's not great. He's just very good. Kenneth Walker in the running back. You have 3 receivers who are very good there. I think with the new regime, a new coach, they could shock some people. I don't think anybody else has a chance. I think Seahawks aren't the best team, but I think they have a chance to be good. All it takes is a slip up from the 49ers, but at plus 650, I had to go with them.
It's worth a little sprinkle there because if we have a couple of injuries, we've known all of those guys. Debo, he's gotten hurt before. McCaffrey, he's gotten hurt before. You start taking 1 or 2 of those guys away. Look what happened to the Eagles last year. They were 10-1 and then just laid down the rest of the season. It could happen. It could happen. Now, let's go to players that we think are extremely important for myriad of different reasons. And AB, I'm coming over to you. C-Mac got his money for a running back. $18 million per is a nice chunk of change. Explain yourself.
Great chunk of change. Now, look, I've been creative every time with these names, and I almost wrote Josh Dobbs being the backup quarterback there in San Francisco, but it's Christian McCaffrey, all right? And here's why. Because I feel like we all kind of wait. Does Brock Purdy come back down to earth a little bit? Like, how do we feel about our man BP? I don't know. He's all right. Better than I give him credit for. But if you have Christian McCaffrey on your team and he is healthy, it really doesn't matter who the quarterback's going to be. That team is so loaded. And Christian McCaffrey, not only the stats that he puts up, but all of the stats that he also helps his teammates get, because you have to always keep 1 to 2 guys on Christian McCaffrey, whether running the football or throwing to him in the flats. He's as dangerous as it gets. That's why San Francisco is so good, because the minute that you start to shade 2 dudes over to McCaffrey, that's when Ayuk, that's when Debo, that's when Kittle, that's when Jawan Jennings Jr. gets after it. They just have too many weapons, man. So if Christian McCaffrey's on that field, good luck.
I'm starting to wonder, AB, how much money Brock Purdy's going to get. He's a game manager. We got all these guys at $50 million per. He's going to be kind of the next guy up for a winning team. It's going to be interesting to see how much they value him when you've got Ayuk making 30 now.
Yeah, you're right. Here's the dangerous part, because you ask, we just talked about the most important player in the division. Yes. This is the most important question in the division. And let me tell you this, it is not a good place to be when you are the quarterback of the franchise that says, we don't need a quarterback to pay big money to win. Brock Purdy, congratulations, you're a starter. That's great. Until you want to get paid, and then you'll find another Brock Purdy. So we'll see about that. I wouldn't be asking for too much. I would take what you get.
Take the 45. That's a lot of money. And Charles, you believe that Brock Purdy is the most important player in the division. Yes, sir?
I'm sticking with my trend that the quarterback's the most important player if they're going to win that division. And after a less than spectacular playoff run and that Super Bowl loss, I expect him to be extra motivated to have a great season. Plus, he's playing for that big contract. And you can also get Brock Purdy MVP plus 2,000 as a little sprinkle as well.
A little hashtag future stay on your toes play. Now, DG, that's kind of probably – that didn't even make sense. It is probably why you are picking Geno Smith, because you like the Seahawks to have a pretty decent year, but it all falls on Geno, yes?
It definitely all falls on Geno. If they want to have a chance to win, Geno has to be more than very good, Austin, more than very good. I see you in the chat taking shots, but I will say that Geno has been a decent quarterback in the past. I just think that he has the chance with those three receivers. It makes him better. And so Kenneth Walker, hand the ball to him, makes you a better guy. If they have a chance to win the division at plus 650, Geno has to be dynamite.
Yeah, no doubt the chat is certainly popping today. Soupy, let me come over to you. Who do you like as the most important player in the division?
Marvin Harrison Jr., because Kyler Murray was the number 1 overall pick, but we've had questions about him throughout his whole career. At one point, people said, should Arizona move on from him? No, they paid him. And he's coming off a torn ACL last year. He did pretty well when he came back, actually. And now he has that top receiver, that playmaker. Can he become a top-tier quarterback with the wide receiver he's always wanted? That's why it's important. If Kyler Murray can actually be a number 1 quarterback, there's a good future for the Cardinals in this division with Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride too. 2 very good receiving options, but Marvin Harrison Jr., the most important to see if Kyler Murray can be that top receiver that Arizona wants.
I'm just trying to follow the circle that you just talked in just now. AB.
Yeah. What I love, Coach, we've worked together for so long that I can read you without even seeing your face, right? Like, I just know you so well, and that's why I could not wait till we all came back. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, my goodness. I love doing this show so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. We could not be more grateful to the incredible group of people that have come on board first and believe in us behind the scenes. And as we go forward, we'll be doing more and more, and we listen to them because they've been doing this a long time. Today, it launches. I'll be going. It's August 30th. The Whip Around is brought to you by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall!
Wants to rule the world.
That said, today is the day. Now, we never want to forget about baseball. They're still going to play till October. We'll still have plays occasionally. We'll have some playoffs as well, but we still want to hit home runs. And Aaron Judge still thinks he's going to be the MVP. Plus 245. Royce Lewis, plus 330. Jorge Soler, if you know, you know. Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals. And Corbin Carroll of the red-hot Arizona Diamondbacks. We got to keep it popping. Charles, you're up first.
Have to go with Corbin Carroll plus 1,000. He's been red hot against the Dodgers. I liked him as a dog in the spot. I'm expecting some runs. So, yeah, give me Corbin Carroll plus 1,000.
We don't see a 4 number next to people very often. Soupy, you're up.
I'm going with the guy who is going to be MVP. It will be Aaron Judge by a landslide. Get him against Eric Fetty tonight at plus 245.
Eric Fetty. He's been a bright spot this year. All right, let's go right up to AB. What do you like, bud?
We are going Paul Goldschmidt plus 600. Excellent history here. Goldie is going to put one right over the top. And you know what? We got a fresh $2 bill right here for, I don't know.
$2.
I just looked at it and saw a $2 bill.
$2. One of the great movies of all time. Better Off Dead. If you've never seen it, if you're too young, go back and watch
Go
it.
see it after you see Reagan, the movie, tonight.
DG, where are we headed?
That Corbin Carroll plus 1,000 is sexy. I'm probably going to play it on the side, but Aaron Judge plus 245. If you listen to Raphael, he said anything over plus 200 is a must play. Aaron Judge 245. Got to play it.
All right, very good. All right, this is the whip around. We go through every single pick, 10 seconds or less, one nugget. Damn, excuse me. One nugget or less. Charles, let's start with all of your soccer, then football, please.
All right, Serie A, Inter Milan, Atalanta, the both teams to score an over 2.5. I'm expecting a 2-1, 2-2 type of match. And then the Atalanta over 3.5 corners. They have at least 4 in 8 of their last 10. Then Saturday, NCAA or college football action. Boise State minus 13 and the Roadrunners minus 25. I'm expecting a blowout in that one. And then stay on your toes. Live play Western Michigan plus 24 tonight versus the Badgers.
Soupy, you're up.
Cam Ward is going to be slinging it in Gainesville tomorrow. Get him at plus 259 passing yards. And UNLV Houston, both of them have bottom 40 defenses, over 54.5.
There's a lot of different start times. Make sure you pay attention to where they are at. DG, you're up.
Cam Ward's definitely going to be throwing it all over the place. He's probably going to have 40-plus receiving yards too. The Florida Gators. Florida plus 3 here at minus 115 in the swamp. Virginia Tech going against Vandy. I have them winning at least by 2 touchdowns. Virginia Tech minus 13.5 at minus 110. And then tonight's game, Oklahoma to start off over 13.5 points in the first quarter at minus 115.
AB, bring us home.
3 college football games tonight that we are playing. First, Temple, Oklahoma, second half. Over 23.5. This counts for both teams. TCU, first half, minus 5.5 against Stanford. And then Elon, over 1.5 touchdowns at plus 120. We just need 2 touchdowns. That's it. And also, I'll say, DG was talking about Vanderbilt. Look, for 6-7 years, all right, sat right beside the gentleman who is now the general manager of Vanderbilt football. And I'll tell you what, boys got something coming for you, baby. Who you with, VU?
I've literally never heard that before, never seen that before. Is that a V? What the hell is that?
Yeah,
That's
it's a V,
That's
Vanderbilt.
A V? It's a V.
Who you with,
Oh,
VU?
my God. Oh, my God. My God. Aaron says, I know I've said this before, but I'm happy to repeat it. You guys start my day off so positive. Even with the positive doctor reports, I still deal with depression along with dealing with alcohol addiction. Aaron, that's what it's all about, man. We're here for everybody, positive, negative. There is no judging here because we're a crew, we're a team, we're a family for a reason. So thank you for writing that. And nobody's going to make fun of you for that as we all battle our different issues. Every last one of us. Scott says, Coach, did I pass the DG late test? By the way, almost 1,600 days sober for Aaron. Congratulations to you. I don't even know what the late test would be. Is it 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes?
It's not 44-51.
That's very true. All right, don't forget, my man Charles, my man Soupy will join me today on DTL the podcast. So boys, get revved up for that. But it's time to wrap up the show with the closing bet. Oh, Howie would love this weekend. He's looking down. These are the choices. What did the crew select, AB?
He would love it. They've gone Florida Atlantic, Michigan State over 45. However, I'll say this is one of the tightest polls that we've ever had. It came in the winning at 32%. TCU minus 9.29%. Stanford plus 9.24%. Yeah, this one was tight. Usually we're in the 50s here. But yeah, going with it. Florida Atlantic, Michigan State over 45.
All right. Also, I think TCU is going to cover that 9. That'd be a little synergy with your first half play today, too. I like that mindset. You can't ever come stumbling out of the blocks 2 years in a row. I'm fired up for this weekend, AB. I'm fired up. I really, really am. I really am. And as we're wrapping up the show, AB, and we're focused on the DTL brand, what do you think DG's doing?
Let's see. In the chat.
Yep.
Business for himself.
Yep.
What's he doing? I didn't see.
Weekend wagers today on X Spaces at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central.
I've got to give him credit on this. Buddy, this is a promotional business. And my man stays carnival barking, getting it out there. All right, that's how you do it. Well done.
Hey, you know what? I spit into the wind too, AB. I spit into the wind too. I really, really do. All right, AB, you're the man. Have a great weekend, buddy. Don't forget, we'll have our little 90-second to 2-minute video with more picks for Saturday released sometime in the next 24 hours, but no full show. But you still need to turn on your notifications because the picks will still be fire. All right, producer man, thank you for the one shot. But you and I have some talking to do. We have some issues today. But I'll deal with you later. In the meantime, it's all love. It's all positive for the first full weekend in college football. I cannot wait. It is now time for all of you to go out into the world, for you to pay it forward. Be kind to one another. Be honest with each other and understand we're all in this together, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter where you live. And understand this. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. My Tiger Lobo, my man from the Dirty Charles, best beard in the game, Soupy, the man who's always in business for himself, DG. Never forget about AB and producer man behind the scenes, always making the show look like $1 million. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about every day right here at Driving the Line. Good luck.